Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to Live at the Waterhole. My name is Amy and I am very excited to be with you for the show today and to see anything and everything that comes down to the waterhole, including something like these beautiful elephants that some are enjoying a drink but others just muddying around. Now remember everyone that this is of course a live and interactive show, so please do chat to me. I would love to hear from you and you can do so in a variety of different ways. Take your pick, whether it's on the Wild Earth website or the app. You can also chat to us in the YouTube chat stream. Join the conversation on X using the hashtag Wild Earth, or you can WhatsApp us using your mobile device. Just simply add the number that will be displayed to you on screen as a contact, and then you can chat to us with ease. Erica, hello. You are saying hi from a rainy and cold Cape Town. Oh goodness, I am very grateful for the sunshine where I am in the Lowveld. We've actually had such lovely weather. We had a little bit of a cold spell the day before yesterday, but nothing too drastic. I lived in Cape Town for 4 years, so I know exactly what you're talking about, Erica. Very chilly that side when it comes to winter. Oh wow, Penelope, you're on the opposite side of South Africa in the north coast of KwaZulu-Natal, and you having a lovely winter's day there, very hot and sunny, and that's actually not far, relatively, from where we're looking at right now, and it does look like it is lovely weather indeed. And we often see the Ellies coming here at Tembe enjoying time in this spot. And I think with the weather that's happening on this side of the country, it's no surprise that they've come to cool down, throw some mud around. I do fear though that these muddy spots are going to not be so muddy anymore. Going into winter, it's going to start drying out. In fact, all over on the right hand side used to be sort of wet, muddy wallows, but of course over time things the water evaporates and is used up by all these elephants that are coming to wallow. I don't think they've worked out just yet to transport some water from the waterhole to make more mud. That would be fascinating if the elephants could work that out. Jasper, yes, 100%. So that is something else that is very noticeable as we go into winter, is how fewer insects there are around, including things like flies, dung beetles especially. Oh wow, look at this boy using his foot there. So cool. And I must say, as much as I find the insects and the bugs fascinating, it is very nice to not have to drive around with dung beetles flying into your face. I always enjoy winter because you can eat outside with the lights on and not have to worry about all the insects being attracted to the table, especially when you're out in the bush. So that's definitely one of the pluses, I think, about this time of year now, going into the drier season. And that's simply because it's not as hot. Insects, especially incubation of eggs, insects themselves rely on getting energy from the environment, much like reptiles do. So when it's cooler, there's just far less activity, less insects hatching, and all of that is sort of reserved for summertime.
This unfolds in front of you.
At Wild Earth, we believe every story has the power to create change. That's why we've launched the Wild Earth Impact Foundation, a non-profit dedicated to conservation and social impact. By showcasing conservation stories, we can change lives, protect nature, and empower communities. We have partnered with Empowers Africa to accept tax-deductible donations from US donors. Your donation will help fund critical programs that support our mission. Join us and be part of the change.
My full name is Maxine Gaines. Most people that know me really well call me Max. I'm a mum. I have two boys. One is 16 years old and one is 14 years old. I'm a very, very proud mama of my two boys. I've just always been passionate about leopards. I'm passionate about their conservation. I'm just passionate about everything to do with leopards. I love them.
plenty of splashing happening. A few impalas also here. 2 woolly neck storks. Those are the black and white birds there, just to the right hand side of the screen. Oh, another bull arriving at the back there. Yolandi, so I have not seen any more leopard tracks on Sandringham as of yet, but we did bump into the Tracker Academy this morning, and they had leopard tracks that the students were following up on and training with quite far south of where we had that female leopard with the impala carcass on the property. No idea if she's territorial sort of around where we had her. It would be unlikely that she would travel so far, but if she's still establishing herself, then it could be, but it could have also been a male. I didn't see the tracks myself. They were just busy training with trailing. So yes, definitely some leopard activity still on Sandringham, and honestly I think leopards are moving every day. There's some quite big blocks around, which is basically the areas where there are no roads to drive through, as well as just the fact that we don't get to cover the whole property in one drive. It's absolutely impossible unless we just race and drive the entire time. So there might be a lot of activity that we don't see all around, from the north to the south, east and west. Martin, hello. Interesting question. You want to know if there are any long-term behavioral consequences on the male social development if the dispersal is delayed, in terms of basically not leaving the herd when they should, I think is essentially what you're saying. Well, there would have to be extenuating circumstances for that to happen. For example, a property or an area that's just too small and the male can't disperse and get away from the others. So he would constantly have to be bumping into his natal herd and sort of causing a little bit of chaos. Otherwise, if there were other delays in his development in terms of his sexual maturity, perhaps not producing the testosterone as he should be, so he's not causing any issues in the herd, the matriarch may not have a problem with him being there then, if he's not getting a little bit rowdy and potentially becoming harmful to the calves and that sort of thing. But for the most part, Martin, I mean, yes, I think if everything was as normal and he couldn't leave the herd, that will definitely have a negative effect, not only on him, but the emotional state of the entire herd. I think they would be very worked up. They wouldn't be calm and relaxed because something's not right here. And they are such sensitive and highly, emotionally cognizant animals. So it's a fascinating thing to explore and chat about, because places that have elephants or are allowed to keep elephants and in natural open systems, where you've got these massive areas, the males leave and head off at a certain point in their lives, so that nature can take its course as it should. But I definitely think if for whatever reason they didn't, it would have a negative impact on their social behavior. All right, well, while these elephants enjoy their dust bath, let's head up to some zebras at Oldonyo. I found the zebras here so beautiful, and just to watch their colors with the sky and the clouds and all the green, it really is quite beautiful. You can hear quite a few oxpeckers around as well. Well, these are some of the most beautiful birds ever. These starlings, you can see the oxpeckers there and a dove, but the superb starling with that beautiful chestnut colour, white collar and iridescent blue. Sorry about that, everyone, but we've come over here to Katai Pan, and some elephants that are walking past. It looks like the one is coming for a drink.
We have just had our efforts paid off.
South Africa's wild places are closer than you think, because Federal Airlines brings them to you. From the calm of our FedAir lounge to the smooth boarding of our trusted fleet, we take care of the journey so you can enjoy the adventure. Our flights go beyond the ordinary, connecting you to South Africa's most remote and extraordinary locations. Federal Airlines, your gateway to the South African wild.
My full name is Maxine Gaines. Best part of the job, gosh, I just love everything about guiding. I love being able to observe animal behavior and animals behaving naturally. So for me, that's by far the best part of the job. And so what we do here at Wild Earth is develop those connections with the people that are viewing, and maybe just light a little spark that says, you know what, I want to be involved in protecting this ecosystem.
Join our expert guides at dawn for a live, immersive safari as the bush comes to life.
Found ourselves a chameleon, and look how he's changed color.
Every sunrise brings new discoveries.
Pound for pound, a leopard is one of the strongest cats around.
Ask questions, share your thoughts, and connect with nature live and in real time.
Great excitement, great happiness.
Start your day with adventure.
Alright, let's head over to Tau with some waterbuck. Well, it looks like a warm day here at Madikwe Game Reserve with some beautiful antelope. Impalas in the background, waterbuck here feeding, some are drinking. Beautiful bull, you can see the one with the horns there just behind the females. Oh, and a beautiful Ellie bull that's moving across. I think he might be heading to the water. is an impressive boy, isn't it? Oh my word. He is on a mission. I don't even know if he's going to stop to drink. Grey, definitely. So the horn growing in terms of the antelopes that only the males have horns, it would be connected, I think, to the testosterone levels, or at least the programming that's in the DNA, because we do get antelopes where the females also have horns. I'll have to check that for you, actually, Gray. It's interesting because generally when you have male only features, we associate that with the hormone of testosterone causing those particular features to be formed on the animal. And same with females in terms of estrogen. There are, of course, other hormones as well that occur. This male having a sniff there of the backside of a female, but at the same time, there are female antelopes that also grow horns. If I think of oryx or gemsbok, hartebeest, there's lots of them. But I know that females also have levels of testosterone. It's not something that is exclusive to the males. The males just have a lot more of it. Ooh, let's head over to Founders and see what's there. Oh wow, a giraffe. How beautiful is this? Definitely time for some screenshots, I think, with that reflection. And the colors, the clouds look so wispy today. Oh wow, this one has a little foot bend there as well. It seems like the water is exceptionally low for this giraffe. Yeah, Mayesh, I must say, of all the times that we've watched a giraffe drink, this is probably the most awkward. I think there's a slope downhill that's quite significant there where it's standing, so it has to also bend much lower down than what we usually see with giraffes. It could come to the other side where it's not so steep, but clearly it doesn't mind. Jive Bunny, I couldn't agree more with you. I think that the giraffe's stunning coat and colours really do complement the colours of founders, with a sort of reddish orangey earth, the drying out bush, and then this lovely sky. Not only beautiful giraffes, but beautiful zebras as well. Also, I think Jive Bunny, their coats complement the colours here at Founders perfectly, and together it's just a lovely. These reflections are just so beautiful. Wow. And that's all to do really with the lack of wind. So I think it does look like the trees are moving a little bit, but it's not affecting the waterhole too much. Nice to have these zebras hanging around for so long. Mindy, this is your favorite animal at your favorite camera. I'm not sure if you're talking about the giraffe or the zebra, but I think it might have been the giraffe, but either way, it is still beautiful. Now, and just as I said how still it is, the wind is definitely picked up. You can see the ripples on the surface now. So Hans, when it comes to giraffe signaling danger to each other when they can't make a sound, they can make a sound. So they definitely have the ability. They have a voice box that's functional. But they can see each other very easily. And that sort of alertness, the behavior of one another, and most likely if they can see each other, they would be able to hear the same thing that would catch their attention. Or at least if one sees movement, one can see the other one's alertness and then look in the same direction.
My name is Amy, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently.
What does it take to handle the wild? Balance. Determination. Focus.
Yaku!
And gear that can take a beating so you don't have to.
Join our expert guides at dawn for a live, immersive safari as the bush comes to life.
Found ourselves a chameleon, and look how he's changed color.
Every sunrise brings new discoveries.
Pound for pound, a leopard is one of the strongest cats around.
Ask questions, share your thoughts, and connect with nature live and in real time.
Great excitement, great happiness.
Start your day with adventure.
Out here, every wild moment counts, and as a Wild Earth explorer, you won't miss a thing.
Incredible.
Watch the Wild Earth channel ad-free 24/7 and rewind if you want to catch something again. Enjoy behind-the-scenes videos, fireside chats, and early access to travel offers. The best way to stay connected and be part of the Wild Earth family.
Karen, you want to know how far this game reserve is from Port Elizabeth or now Gqeberha? It is about 90 kilometers, so not too far at all. If you carry on down one of the main highways in South Africa called the N2 towards a small town called Grahamstown, I believe it's sort of in that region, a little bit further inland, if I'm not mistaken. Finally, when it comes to giraffes, they are mostly in herds, I would say. The group that they're in varies in size quite significantly. But they can also be on their own or even in sight of others that are a lot further away than what we can see. But sometimes we do see them completely by themselves, and sometimes we do see them in groups. So it varies greatly. All right, we are going to head over to some warthogs. And it just looks like one warthog at the moment. I don't know if there are some others in the thickets or maybe closer to the water, but they are. Oh, there's one popping out on the left hand side. So a little group here together. It looks like possibly a mom and 3 of her older piglets. They're already quite big in size. Oh, Giant Bunny, I'm happy that I can help out and be here. Thank you for your kind words. It's always appreciated. And what's fascinating to note is how warthogs go down on their knees to feed most of the time. And often they're doing that because they don't have much of a neck. If you look sort of where their head ends and where their shoulders are, it's pretty much one. And so they need to bend down to help them reach the ground easier, be able to dig with their snouts. Wildlife Lady, yeah, interesting question. Thanks for asking. You want to know which of a warthog's senses are their strongest. So based on size as well, you can see how large their noses are. So their sense of smell is really, really good, followed by hearing. As you say that you can't imagine they can hear well. Their ears are actually quite big. They have a large pinna, that sort of outer area of the ear that can capture quite a bit of sound. The poorest of their senses would be their eyesight, and taste is not really something in terms of the way we imagine flavors and things like that in our mouth that they too bothered about. So definitely smell being the best, and eyesight being probably the worst in terms of what they need their senses to do, and that is most of the time to detect danger and find something delicious to eat as well. All right, well, as those warthogs move off, let's head over to Tau. Oh, lovely to have a big elephant here. A big elephant. I couldn't decide if I wanted to say Ellie or elephant, so I just combined the two together. He seems to be munching on a little bit of green vegetation that's still around this tree that last winter these elephants annihilated. They pushed the tree over and stripped a lot of its bark, which is what elephants do when they want to get to something.
I met this remarkable rhino bull, whose name is Samson, last year in a place of extraordinary beauty, history and story. I'm going back there to see him in October, and I think you should come with me to his mysterious mountain fastness.
The Wild Earth Impact Foundation is a non-profit that uses the power of wildlife storytelling as a force for good. We create sustainable development projects that showcase conservation stories, empower people, and inspire environmental action. As a registered South African PBO, you can make a tax-deductible donation to the Wild Earth Impact Foundation. To find out more, visit our website.
Do you want to know why impala are the most common antelope we find here in the Kruger National Park? You can ask me questions like this in real time. Our safaris are live and interactive here in the heart of Africa. Join me on Safari Live. Connect with nature.
Step away from your daily stress and escape into nature with Wild Earth. Immerse yourself in the wilderness and become part of the natural landscape. Watch as everything comes alive. Join us as we slow down our thoughts, put aside our distractions, and reconnect with the wild.
Wow, that was beautiful. To have this elephant sort of in the forefront and a herd of very shiny wildebeest in the background. And often, you know, you see, oh goodness, oh my gosh. Don't know why those wildebeest were running, but that elephants don't like sudden movements. They don't like, you know, something like that where there's a big something running. Oh, now all the wildebeest are coming this way again. Very pretty. They are very much herd animals and respond one will decide something and then the whole group will do it. I don't know if those wildebeest knew that they needed to pass by this elephant and decided to run past him. Karen, it's very possible that Madikwe's experienced frost and that has affected the grass. I'm not entirely sure if it has taken place yet, but that often does lead to the quite rather drastic change in coloration on certain plants. Well, this has been so lovely to see, and yes, Mayesh, I think that elephant just got a little bit of a fright, to be honest, when those wildebeest ran past him so quickly. Let's head over to some birds at Tembe. And beautiful woolly neck stalks here, and you can see the iridescence on their feathers, which we don't usually get to see just because of the way the lighting is, and also sometimes they're quite far from the camera. You can also see the little sort of reddish, light brown tip to the beak. Oh, whoa. And there's an elephant. An Egyptian goose just landed in there with much gusto. I love the contrast in size. I think it really does make you realize how big an elephant is, and I am enjoying this boy twisting his trunk on his tusks so much. Oh, interesting. Let's head back over to Tau. Alright, well, it's all happening here. I can see some crocs in the water. I can see a herd of waterbuck that need to cross. There's a herd of wildebeest coming to drink. There's something going to happen. Well, one made it.
My name is Amy, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently.
Wild Earth has launched a special fundraising drive for our non-profit, the Wild Earth Impact Foundation. We're raising funds to source, create, and showcase thousands of untold stories. Stories that spark real action in conservation and social impact. Visit our website to donate and explore how you can become a founding donor.
Would you like to know the difference between a male and female wildebeest? You can ask me questions like this in real time. Our safaris are live and interactive here in the heart of Africa. Join me on Safari Live and connect with nature.
Every month, something wild lands in your inbox. From rare sightings and behind-the-scenes secrets to expert stories, seasonal changes, and exclusive travel opportunities, the Wild Earth Journal is your free monthly mailer, packed with the magic of the wild straight from the field. It's fun, it's free, it's full of surprises. Sign up now on the Wild Earth website.
Doesn't hurt them at all, I believe. Very gentle. She's like, hey, no, you're not getting away from me. It is so cute to see these youngsters now up and about. They're like, wait, Mum, wait for us, wait for us. She's like, no, stay there, I told you. Okay, Lenny, thank you so much for this info. It does help explain what's going on here, because you can see that Mom is a little bit stressed. This pacing up and down in comparison to what we normally see, which is her sort of lazing around, the cubs suckling, relaxing, just enjoying, their time as cubs do with Mom. And she's not normally so agitated. And Lenny's just said that the baboons were harassing Tammy earlier, and she's a bit on edge, and they even moved the camera that's next to the enclosure. So I think she's just a bit unsettled, really, and has that instinct of protecting her little ones. So she's on the lookout now, I would think. Good maternal instincts, that's for sure. love when she picks them up. I've seen it happen with a lioness as well, and the cubs they sort of go limp. It's incredible to see how they just completely, as soon as mom's got them and lifts them up, they're just like they go sort of weak in her mouth. That one's like, no, mom, stop now. It's safe. These little ones are absolutely adorable. Deb, so in terms of eating meat, sooner than you think. So I think these cubs are a month old now or so. I would say it can actually, I mean, in the wild, mom will have to feed herself, so she'll stash the cubs, hunt, have an impala or something, or kudu, whatever she can manage. And then sometimes she actually brings the carcass back to where the little ones are. And I've seen cubs from around 2 months even starting to nibble on carcasses or pieces of bone or meat, or even just attracted to the scent of the skin that's sort of left over. But usually we say around 3 months or so they'll start having meat, but it can be earlier. Oh, now they're playing. Oh my word. This is really getting to that such a cute age now. Oh, look at that one's on top of mom. Oh, Tammy, it's okay. You can relax now, girl. It's nice to see her sitting again, meaning that she's satisfied. It's in the all clear. Oh, I cannot get enough of these little ones. Andrew at Amakala, during one of the drives a few days ago, they have a wild cheetah there with cubs. Very much a scene just like this. That was incredibly special. Yeah, Catherine, amazing view. And now we've got these cubs getting more playful. It's been amazing to watch their journey from birth, but of course when they are so newborn, they don't do very much of anything. And now they're looking, cheetah cubs have the cutest faces of all the cubs. I think, in my opinion, their little faces are just adorable. It's the little marks, I think, the tear marks that come down the front. I don't know. They're very cute. I feel like there's one that just wants mom's love. It's just like, I'm just here for all the grooming. It's like, don't stop, mom, please. These two on the left, yeah, the one is getting a full-on paw in the face. Our second one is like, me too, mom, me too. Third one, also wanting some love. Oh man, this is just too adorable for words. Oh, and this last one's going for mom's tail. Attack. Harriet, I know. Oh, this one that's closest to us, yeah. I just want to squish it so badly. Look at that face. VG, it is wonderful to see how they've grown and are so healthy and doing so well. I feel like it's looking at me saying like, please don't squish me. I know I'm cute. Don't worry, little cubby, you're safe.
Join me, Andrew Wistenholm, for an indescribable 6-night stay in the beautiful Albany of the Eastern Cape at Amakhala Game Reserve. Now, this trip is going to be action-packed with a lot of storytelling, adventure, as well as the opportunity to make everlasting memories. We'll be exploring the best of Amakhala by staying at 2 luxury lodges, which will be the perfect blend of comfort as well as wilderness. Book your spot today and let's get ready to explore the wild beauty of Amakhala.
Welcome to Safari Spotlight. We'll be
And you pretend like you're a serviceman, eh?
Got no idea what's going on in this reserve.
Expecting the unexpected.
Are we stuck down there?
What am I trying to do?
Because we have another giant of Mabula.
That was incredible.
This is unbelievable.
It's going to be a spectacular afternoon.
little cubs have been so adorable. I can't deal with them. Can even see all of the instincts coming out, whether it's sort of like that head movement or a little bit of stalking one another. It's been incredible to see. I think let's go check in at what's happening at El Doño. Some guinea fowl arriving here, and I love to see them when they're all around the waterhole like this. Well, while these guinea fowl enjoy the waterhole, let's head over to Founders. Some sable, that's very cool. Beautiful. And very special to see them here. Hopefully a few more pop out for us. Now this is a species of antelope where both the male and the females have horns. And this is actually a really good example. I think we have a male on the left, he's much darker, and the female, well, a younger individual, but also probably a female by her coloration, on the right. This Egyptian goose that photo bombs. It's done it a few times now. Excuse me, do you mind? Just magnificent, isn't it? Really impressive, especially the males. Those horns are so long, so thick. Mainly absolutely a photo bomb. That Egyptian goose was like, hello, I'm here as well. Well, even if it was just a brief look at those sable, it's lovely to know that they came to the waterhole. Beautiful to see those antelope around. I'll never forget when we had like a whole herd that popped out very unexpectedly. Well, while we wait to see what's going to come to this waterhole, let's head back over to Tau. Well, these elephants are still around. I see some zebras, well, at least one walking. We've had a few days of a lot of zebras around Tau. They seem to have moved off a little bit today. One of the crocs is out of the water sunbathing there. Oh, interesting. I wonder if this elephant's going to do anything to the croc or just move to the water. And it's very clear how the other animals move out of his way. And why wouldn't you? He's huge. Oh, toilet time first, I believe. There was just that change in stance there. sunshine this side as well. Very interesting. Let's head back over to the buffalo that's back at Tembe. Well, this has been a treat to have a buffalo here at Tembe, and clearly it is hanging around. Difficult to say right now if it's the exact same individual, but likely to be so. Eat the odd flower here or there, especially if they're munching away in the grass the open felt or something like that, and they might eat one or two on the way. But it's not something that I think they sort of target or look for specifically. In the drier times, they do sometimes eat dried up leaves that are on the ground because they can't find enough grass and just have to take what they can get. Well, this is such a beautiful impala that's sitting in such lovely soft grass. And it looks like it's the comfiest spot to sit, I must say, doing her rumination here. Incredible how lush the grass still is at Tembe. Yeah, Pitsanan, she looks super comfy there in that spot. And the rest of her herd is still grazing. Shiv, you want to know if a croc is less likely to hunt on land? They can be dangerous either way in terms of opportunity to hunt. They are, I would say, more well adapted to hunt from the water and be able to camouflage and conceal themselves that way. But that's not to say that they are incapable of doing the same on land as well. Looks like the buffalo is carefully examining the area before deciding what he's going to do next. Ooh, big shadow. Looks like a big elephant. Hello, boy. Oh, you're beautiful. Such lovely tusks as well. They're quite thick already. I wonder where you're heading to.
My name is Amy, and today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently.
Some of you out there are brilliant at identifying hyenas.
Now, why do you think people have got this huge misunderstanding about reptiles?
Right in front of me there was the face of an astounded buffalo bull.
This is live and interactive, so everybody, if you have any questions and comments, please do send them through and let us know what you'd like.
Well, I think Tammy definitely deserves another visit with those cubs before the end of the show, so let's head over there. How can we resist a little bit more cuteness here with this cuddle puddle of cheetah cubs? Penelope, it's a pleasure. We've had a great show today and some very cute cheetah cub action here at the Hoedspruit Endangered Species Centre. Jive Bunny, it is always a pleasure, and it is great to always have you all on board and chatting to us as well. Yeah, Dancing Trout, the milk bar is certainly open, and I love to see how the four of them try to decide who's going to get which teat. Erica, thank you so much. And yes, indeed, happy Catterday. This is a great way to spend Catterday with some adorable cheetah cubs here. We had them playing, we had mom carrying them, and now we have them suckling. Well, everyone, we are near the end of our show here now, and thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for all of your comments and questions, chatting to me, and we look forward to seeing you on our sunset safari that's coming up in half an hour's time. So do make sure that you stay tuned here to Wild Earth as we continue to enjoy Catterday. Hopefully some cats will make an appearance. The Waterhole show will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, right here on Wild Earth. But from myself and the team, we wish you a pleasant day or evening ahead, depending where you are in the world, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye for now.
Welcome to Safari Spotlight. We're heading out on a journey of natural discovery through some of South Africa's most beautiful and wilderness areas. The Greater Kruger, the Albany